Welcome to Architect of Tomorrow. We don't just write code here, we design the systems that run the world.
So you're a developer. You're good at what you do. But you've probably hit that point in your career where you start wondering, okay, what's next? You're looking beyond just writing code and thinking about the bigger picture. Well, one of the most rewarding paths forward is making that leap from developer to architect. Let's dive in. All right, picture this. You're in a code review. You've just pushed a piece of code you're really proud of. It's clean, it's efficient, all the tests are green. You're feeling pretty great. And then, bam, a senior engineer drops this question on you. And just like that, everything shifts. It's not about the sprint anymore, or even this quarter. This one single question, this is the key that unlocks the whole architectural mindset. It's all about seeing past the horizon of today's ticket. And that right there is the heart of it all. Being an architect isn't about knowing some secret, super complex coding language. It's about time. It's about thinking in years, not sprints. You're not just solving today's problem. You're designing a system that can gracefully evolve as that problem inevitably changes over time. You see, making this move isn't just about getting a new title. It is a fundamental shift in how you look at everything. So let's break down what that really means by comparing the developer's focus to the architect's. As developers, we live and breathe the code, right? The implementation, the logic, the syntax, that's our world. But architects, they zoom out. They focus on the behavior of the system. They're asking, how do these different services talk to each other? How does data actually flow through this thing? They're designing the dance between the components, not just the dancers themselves. For a developer, the world is often carved up into projects, sprints, and features. The goal is to get it shipped. An architect, though, thinks in life cycles. They're thinking about the whole journey of a system, from the first sketch on a whiteboard, through development, maintenance, multiple evolutions, all the way to its eventual retirement. They're planning for the system's entire life, not just its launch day. Okay, this one is a biggie. Developers get, and should get, super excited about the hot new framework or the latest database tech. It's all about the tools. Architects, on the other hand, fall in love with principles. Things like solid or domain-driven design or event sourcing patterns. Why? Because the tools will come and go, but the core principles, they last. When a bug pops up, a developer sees a problem that needs to be fixed. An architect sees a symptom of a potentially deeper systemic issue. They don't just patch the leak. They want to know why the pipe burst in the first place. They see this whole interconnected web of decisions, where one small change over here can cause huge ripples way over there. Now, architect isn't just one single job. It's more like a collection of specializations. So let's do a quick-fire round on 3 of the big ones. As we go, see if one of these sounds like a path you'd be drawn to. First up, the solution architect. Think of this person as the ultimate translator. They are the bridge between a real-world business problem and a concrete technology solution. You'll find the solution architect in the middle of everything, talking to everyone. They're working with business analysts to figure out what's really needed, with project managers to make sure it's actually possible, and with QA teams to define what success even looks like. Their whole mission is to make sure the thing we're building is the thing that actually needs to be built. So ask yourself, does this sound like you? Are you that person on the team who always connects a feature back to the customer value? If you get just as much of a kick out of explaining the why as you do building the how, then the solution architect path might be a perfect fit. Next up, the data architect. Let's be real. In today's world, data is everything. It's the most valuable asset most companies have. And the data architect? They are the master designer and guardian of all of it. This role is so critical. They're not just picking a database. They're designing the blueprint for how data is structured, how it's stored, how it's secured, and how it moves. They work hand in hand with IT to get things running, and with data scientists who are depending on them for clean, reliable data to work their magic. They're the foundation of any company that wants to be data-driven. So if you're the kind of person who finds deep satisfaction in creating order out of chaos, if you love modeling complex information and thinking about how to build pipelines that feed AI and machine learning models, then you should absolutely look into being a data architect. This is where raw data gets transformed into actual intelligence. All right, finally, let's pull the camera way back to the highest possible level. Let's talk about the enterprise architect. These are the big picture strategic thinkers who align the entire technology landscape of a company with its overall business mission. This image really captures their world. It's not about one app or one database. It's about the entire ecosystem. They're managing this complex web of relationships between the company's mission, all the different stakeholders, all the different systems, and the guiding principles for how everything should evolve together. It's abstract, it's complex, and it's incredibly powerful. Yeah, enterprise architects are tackling the biggest questions you can imagine. They're literally creating the map that connects every piece of technology to a business process. They're constantly asking, is the tech we're building today going to help us or hurt us 5 years from now? They are the city planners for a company's entire technological future. If you're someone who is naturally drawn to that 30,000-foot view, if you get excited by strategic planning and thinking about how massive systems fit together to shape the future of a whole business, well, the enterprise architect path could be your calling. Okay, so you've seen the mindset, you've met the archetypes, and maybe one of them really clicked for you. You're inspired. The big question is, how do you actually start? Let's talk about some real, actionable steps you can take. Here are 4 things you can start doing, like today. 1. Build your network. Get out of your company's bubble. Join some online communities, go to meetups. Hearing about other people's problems is invaluable. 2. Find a mentor. Find an architect you respect and learn from them. Not just the answers they give, but the questions they ask. 3. Showcase your expertise. Start a small blog, give a lunch and learn tech talk. It's not about ego, it's about practicing how to communicate complex ideas clearly. That's a core architect skill. And 4. Stay on top of trends, but focus on the why. Don't just learn a new cloud service, dig in and understand the distributed systems principles that make it tick. And this is the secret that a lot of developers miss when they think about this transition. As you move toward architecture, your ability to communicate, to persuade, to influence people, it becomes just as important as your technical chops, maybe even more so. Your most powerful tools become the whiteboard, the diagram, and the conversation. So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time your head's down on a feature, just for a minute, take a breath and zoom out. Think beyond the ticket in front of you. Start asking yourself that architect's question, and believe me, you'll already be on your way.